Hey guys and girls, no idea how this is going to come out. First time I've done something like this. Well, second I suppose. Yeah, this is obviously the replacement gearbox. Now the guy on the internet didn't really know the condition of the box. He doesn't know if it's good or bad or terrible. Taking the plug off, yeah, I saw that there was a bit of iron filings in there, but to be fair, I was expecting that anyway. Because most gearboxes, if you do an oil change on it and you look at the magnetic plug on the back, there's going to be, you know, some filings on it. And of course, that's just what happens with age. Anyway, this is just a test to see if we can get all the gears, basically. So I've got my left and right select here. It is actually in gear. There you go, it's not anymore. There you go, that's my left and right select. If you can see that, guys. Yeah, if I do it from this end, I can do it properly. So I've got my left and right there. So that's that movement on the gearbox. That's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now on this, that's your left and right, and that's your select gears, inwards and outwards of gears. It's a bit stiff. This bar was seized, so I've had to take it all to bits and then re-grease it, but the bushers on each end of the bar, I've replaced them with the ones off my other box because they're in a bit better condition. It's made it really stiff, but it's still going in and out of gears good. So, if I can remember how it is, downwards is selecting the first ratio. So, that way, and I can't remember which way it is, now to select the gear, but we're going to push it upwards. That's in a gear, not sure which one. If we turn it, you can see I'm turning the thing and it's turning the bottom one. So that's probably going to be second gear, I'm guessing. Hold that down and put it into the bottom one. There you go, that's first gear. There's first. Second. We move it out, and that's spring loaded, so it's gone in the middle now, so it's in the middle of the gearbox, so to speak. If we push it downwards, that should be third gear. There you go, that's third. Push it all the way up, that's fourth. Now on my other gearbox, this was the elusive gear, the one that didn't exist, which was fifth. Now that should be fifth. Crikey, yeah, dead hard to turn, that's fifth gear. It's in there. But it's there. If I put the clutch plate on, wherever the clutch plate is, I can turn it around easy. The old clutch plate, but I don't know where it's disappeared to. I did kick it under the car, but it is there. I'm sitting on it. There old clutch plate. Just put it on to get a bit more leverage. And there you go. That's fifth gear. So that all works. Now reverse, which is back into neutral. Set the gearbox so it goes back to normal, lift it back up again and then put it into reverse, and that is your reverse gear. Lower ratio than first. As you can see it all spinning around if I get my stupid shoe out of the way, like that. So let's try it again, shall we? We got first, second, third, fourth, hold on to get, fifth, and then reverse. Like that. Epicness. All gears are present. And another thing, guys and girls, on the Fiat Panda 4x4, if you didn't know this, this has actually got a separate gear thingy. This bit here, which engages your four-wheel drive mode, that's engaged. That's disengaged, so you can see it spins around normal. That's engaged, so it's in with the. In fact, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. I'm going to turn around the thing, and look, you can see it spinning the clutch around. I'll knock it out of gear. I can figure out which one it was again. This one. Resting on it. Now it'll still spin it round, but if you hold it, of course it's got obviously friction in the gearbox, which makes it, although it spins around, if you hold it, it tries to turn, but it won't because it's in neutral. That there is just play from the oil in the gearbox. Just making enough friction for it to spin the gears round. We'll see if I disconnect the four-wheel drive, it won't work. It just spins. So, I'm happy with that. It's just a case of what it sounds like when it's in a gear. So we'll literally see. And another thing I find with these gearboxes, how dirty is my hands touching my camera, is they very ridiculously have an oil seal in them. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Just underneath this thing here, the cup and the housing, there's an oil seal there. Well, that oil seal is absolutely useless. It doesn't do anything, because I can tell you now, the CV boots on these fill up with oil, and so does the diff. Of course, if this area doesn't get any oil, then what oils those gears in there? The differential gears. Got to think, guys. So yeah, absolutely useless thing. I don't know why they've got it in there, but they've got a useless oil seal in there which doesn't appear to do anything, as both sides of the seal is covered with the same oil. But oh well. Unless it's to help stop if any crap gets stuck in the box, if the boot fails. If any crap sits in here, it doesn't go into the bearing. I don't know. I've actually got over here. So there you go. That's the oil seal sits on this lip here, and that's obviously the bearing it's protecting, that one there, which is stuck on there quite well. But that obviously sits in, that's what I'll sit in my camera on, the old gearbox. Out there you can see that this gearbox was absolutely wrecked. Look at the filth in it. God knows what was in there. But that's the seal. Can't pop it out. No, it won't come out. It's stuck in there pretty good. But that's the seal there. In fact, that seal looks like it was buggered anyway. There's all the bits and crap that was in the bottom of the box. But yeah, there you go, guys and girls. Just a little bit of information on the Fiat Panda 4-wheel drive gearbox. And obviously the gearbox is absolutely identical. This gearbox is identical to the two-wheel drive box. The only difference is that this bit isn't on it. There's none of this on the back of the gearbox. This bit doesn't exist, which goes to the rear, obviously the rear prop shaft, as the two-wheel drives don't have that. That's the only difference there is between the two-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive. And obviously the differential has got this gear on it there, that one there, which is what, if I show you that bit under there, is what that connects onto. If you can see it, guys and girls. There we go. But yeah, I think I already showed you guys in another video what the gears look like. If I just grab a random gear, these were the gears from out of my old box. Well, really, really, really bad. In fact, they look so bad. You know, we're talking like serious gearbox eating itself over and over and over again, and God knows how the hell you can do that to a constantly meshing gear, but that's what they look like. It's definitely eating itself. What I think was the selector dog in the box, which is this bit here, it snapped off the lugs in here, because there's supposed to be some lugs in there which fit into. This is all part of the gearing. Now they all fit into that like that, so that sits in that groove there, and what it does is it pulls this gear into different meshes on the shaft, if that makes sense. Now what happened was, I think somehow in this gear someone had put some serious force through that gear stick and snapped these lugs off here on each side. Because if we look at another, reach over and grab one. If we look at another one, you can see the difference between the two. Look, look how much metal there is on this one, and you can actually see where the gear had been rubbing against it when you put it into when you mesh it into a gear. That there on that gear, whichever gear that was, God knows, can't remember. It's a big one, so I'd probably say it's something like 4th or 3rd. Well, it's the same meshing for that, isn't it? So it's probably going to be, it's the same dog, because all it does is it just moves it inwards to one gear, and then when you change gear it puts it into the next one, if that makes sense, like that. So it's doing that in the gearbox. You should, unfortunately I haven't got a gearbox that that I could take apart to show you guys, but if you just do a couple of YouTube Googles, so to speak, I'm pretty sure you'll find a gearbox that's been cut in half and it will show you how it works. But if I find one I'll give you a link. But there, that gear there, obviously it wasn't finding the gear. It was just slipping out the ring. Like that it's doing. It just slips out of it. Whether this one, which is, okay, it's the wrong one. Which one could it be to? It could be this one over here. Probably. Is it that one? No, it's too small. That's obviously first, and that one will be first and second. You can see it's had a bit of grinding on it. Not bad, but first and second's normally the bad one. Are you the first to say? Yeah, you're the first and second one. So there you go. That one was for first and second. Not that one. That one. That sits in there like that. Get it the right way around. Gearboxes like that somehow. Looks like I've still got the wrong one. Or have I just been an idiot and put it in wrong? It's that one. Yes. There you go, that sits in there like that, look. Now because that fork is in that groove, it will pull that to the next gear, if that makes sense. Now, with this one, because the lugs have snapped off, I can't remember the name of them now, but whatever they aren't there anymore, these bits, they've snapped off. It can't pull it into 5th gear anymore. And I'm guessing that these bits snapped off and got lodged in the 5th gear, which was this one here, and did some serious grindies. The other gear is the same as this. Absolutely mashed. That's why the gearbox used to make a right racket when you had it turning over. I thought it was because it had not much oil in there, but no, it was because it's like that. 52. I wonder if that's the ratio, or if that's how many teeth it's got on it. 52 or 38. Fiat spec gear. But yeah, that's some serious grinders that's been doing. That's happened to that. You can see it's completely missing sections of the teeth. Absolutely mashed to hell. You think it would be like it on all sides. I mean, look at that. There's nothing there. It's completely worn flat. Yeah. Proper done a number on that box. But I'm hoping this one is a good box. Only time will tell when I get it in the car. Like I say, I'm not going to get it in the car just yet, because I've still got to do some modifications to my replacement clutch. This is not obviously the replacement, this is the old one, which to be fair is in pretty good nick. Just when I took it off the car it actually snapped bits off it, which is a bit of a shame on the other side of the plate. But there's a bit of, yeah, it's close. It is close. It's, it's not done many miles. I mean, clutches on these cars normally go around the 6,000 mile mark. Sorry, 60,000 mile mark. This had done 42,000 miles. But what the hell, I knew clutch was cheap enough, so I bought it. Unfortunately it was the wrong one, but it is a Fiat spec clutch. But on it, this bit of the shaft here, let's see if I can do it. That bit there, on the clutch plate itself, there, sticks out too far. So what I've got to do is I've got to grind it down flat to the same level as this. And the housing, this bit here, which bolts to the flywheel, well, it's missing all these bolt holes here. It's just got two, that one there and that one there. Well, that's not good, because on my gearbox, on my flywheel, it doesn't use the two ends, it uses that one there and that one there, not that one. Those bolt holes on the flywheel don't exist, and those two there are only there for lining it up on a section of what can I show you? There's not any on this gearbox, damn it. Little lugs which help line the clutch plate up. Sorry, the friction plate. The engager and disengager. You gotta love my technical terms. Come on. But yeah, you look at the where the thrust bearing had been. It had almost worn it off. The thrust bearing was actually locked and seized up. You know, really hard to spin round, and it's almost worn these fingers through. Almost. But yeah, play it safe, get a new clutch. So yeah, literally I've just got to do that job, get this into position. That's loose. Oh well, as long as I can still bolt to it, don't care. And yeah, I'll be happy. That's the bit I snapped up of my other gearbox, this bit here. I managed to snap it off. I could have welded it back on again with a bit of aluminium, you know, argon. I think it's argon and aluminium wire, and I think you can weld. I've never done aluminium welding, so I wouldn't know. I'm guessing it's a completely different kettle of fish. But yeah. So yes, don't know if I should give you a name. I'll give you your form name, I guess. Thank you very much. I can't remember your form name now. What the hell was it? Aquamarine, that's the guy. Thank you very much, Mr. Aquamarine, for well, you know, getting this box to me. Using the money, get yourself a good crate of beer, mate, because you've saved my whole car project. I just hope it works properly. All the gears are there, as you've seen. I just hope it yeah, actually properly works. Like I say, the delivery guy was a bit annoyed when he brought it, because there was oil all over the back of his van. Even though you did a pretty good job wrapping the thing up and poked paper in the thingies, there was still oil in the back of his wagon on the floor. He didn't say anything to it, but when he when he brought it out, you could see he was like doing that with his hands, because he got oil on his hands. Oh well, he definitely earned his money. I don't know. Yeah, tighten this up. I had to undo that to get the plug out, because this one again was another one where the plug was dead tight. Never ever tighten your bloody oil plugs up, guys. Please don't do it. For the sake of the world, just do not tighten them up, because they are buggers to get out, especially when they're Allen key type, because you just round them off. Luckily I managed to get it out with a pair of Stillos, because our Allen key, guess what? Our Allen key rounded off again. Ugh. If I can show you the, I can get out. That's the plug, that one there, and you still need to clean it up a bit more, but yeah, it's chewed up, but it'll screw back in again. But yeah, it doesn't look like it, but it rounded off. The Allen key itself did. The Allen key was a bodge job anyway. But yeah, I left it out because jet washing it, I think I filled the gearbox up full of water. So I could do with leaving it open. Leaving both the plugs out and hopefully it'll dry itself up a bit before I fit it into the car and top it up. But yeah, anyway, 20 minutes, wow, that's a long video. Yep, that's all done and dusted, so for the wind noise. I'll catch you again, guys. Thank you very much for watching there. Peace out.